안녕하세요. Hi guys. Today I'm making this English video because 1 week ago, Tiger, who is my friend, but actually she's my sister. She sent me an English book, and then we have an idea. We made a challenge that we have to making English video and then public on Facebook, and of course based on book content. And one video is a chapter in this book, and one video per week. The book called The Mastery of Love, and now I would like to show you the third chapter in this book. This chapter told me an old story about the man who didn't believe in love. This man was ordinary man like you and me, but what made him special was he thought that love doesn't exist. And you know what? Much of his life had been spent searching for love and only find that love didn't exist. And he was highly intelligent. He read a lot of books. He went to the best university and he became a respected scholar in his university. And his logic was very strong, and that's why he could stand in any public place. Wherever he went to, he used to tell people that love is nothing but an invention of poets, an invention of religions, are just to manipulate the weak mind of humans to make them believe. He used to say that most relationships are just like a relationship between the drunk addict and the one who provided the drunk. As you know, love gonna make you very high, right? But it will create a strong need. Strong need is mean what you think that what happens when you don't receive your daily dose of love? You're just like drunk, right? And then you need your everyday dose of love. Who has a little need will be control the whole relationship like a provider. Yeah. It means they just manipulate each other and you can see through their actions and their reactions. What you fight just a war control to see who will manipulate whom. He went to explaining to everyone that love doesn't exist. For example, young couples in front of representation of God, in front of their family, they make a lot of promise. But what is amazing is that they really believe this promise. But after you can maybe 2 months or 5 months, a year, you can see none of these promises are kept. And he used to claim that he saw a lot of old couple that they lived together 30 years, 40 years, maybe more. But when they talk about their relationship, they say that we survived the maternity. It means one of them surrendered to the other. And then you know what? And then one day, this man was walking in the park. There on the bench was a beautiful lady who was crying, and this man sitting beside her. He asked if he could have her, but the surprise that she says she's crying because she doesn't believe in love, and love doesn't exist. You know, in whole conversation, they just talk about the reason why this woman crying and why love doesn't exist, and why this woman go from believe to doesn't believe in love. So you see, they were so much alike, right? And then they became the best friends ever, and it was a beautiful relationship. He was thinking maybe what he felt for her is love, but it is so different from what he has ever felt before. He doesn't have the need from her, he doesn't take anything from her, and they respected each other. Perhaps love doesn't exist, but it isn't what we thought it was. And then they decide to become lovers, and it was amazing that things didn't change. The love grew more and more. So, in one night, a great miracle happened. He was looking at the star in the sky, and it was the most beautiful one. The stars started coming down from the sky, and it was in his hand. Then the second miracle happened, and his soul merged with the star, and he was very, very happy, and he couldn't wait to put it in her hand. But in that moment, you know what? The star fell from her hands and broken in a million little pieces. So now, who made up the mistake? Who made the mistake? The mistake was on the man's part in thinking he couldn't put his happiness in her hand, cause happiness never comes from outside of us, and he made her responsible for his happiness. But she couldn't be responsible for his happiness, so she broke the star. So, if you put your happiness in someone's hand, sooner or later, she gonna break it and take it away. If the happiness can only come from inside of you and it's reserved of your love, you have to responsible for your happiness. And it doesn't matter how much you love someone, you never gonna be what your person wants you to be. And this the mistake most of us make right from beginning. For example, we exchange ring when we go to the church and make all those promise what we cannot keep, and we sell and we set ourselves up to fail. So that's all about the third chapter of the book, and see you the next week.